Hey everyone, it's good to be back. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby and today we are going to be playing Minecraft. Going to be doing some mining the stream in fact. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Penny for getting the first channel points reward. Congratulations, King. Well done, well done. And Corvigay, hello. Good morning, Gamer Nation. Gamer Nation, good morning, says CandyBot. Aw, we love to see it every single time. Do I have a pen that has an eraser? Sorry, instant distraction. Why does this pen look like, does this pen erase? Hang on, me. Hold the phone here, buddy, buckaroo. What's going on here? So if I do a little smiley face with the pen, that's not erasing, that's just... Why does this pen have a lump of something rubbery on the end if it doesn't erase? What's going on here? Okay, well this makes no sense. This makes no sense whatsoever. The pen does not have an eraser. I know you're all really excited about the pen having an eraser. I unfortunately have to conclude that the pen does not have an eraser. So this is unfortunate. But anyway, to get back on task, back on subject, I hope you're all doing well today. I hope that you had a good weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. I was thousands of miles away from my house, which was a delightful experience. Honestly, genuinely, I think I really needed that. Oh, I'll get into it once I have mining to like occupy the other parts of my brain while we talk about this. But genuinely, I really think I needed that. Wow. The Wanderlust, it is intense. Yeah, it's been a hot second since we saw each other since last Thursday, I believe, which is kind of crazy, almost an entire week. So I am so pumped to be back here. We're going to continue on our mining trip. We're just picking up a heck ton of copper as usual, and you know, coal and stuff as well, clearly. But yeah, the mining trip is going well. We've just got a few shulker boxes left in our ender chest, and yeah, it's turning out well. We're having a great time. I'm having a fantastic go of it. That's also the end of our intro section, so I'm going to turn on some tunes. It's energizing video game music to do your chores too. And I would technically sort of consider mining copper to be a chore, so I think let's get into it. 1, 2, 3, and pop! Hello, welcome back to me being in a cave forever and ever. Everyone's favorite time, me being in a cave forever and ever and ever. And the goal is, as always, to just get a whole ton of that stuff, a whole ton of them raw copper blocks. So we'll just get mining, cause no point in dawdling is all I'm gonna say about that. I saw that grass like through there and thought it was a creeper, so that's a little embarrassing. But yeah, I really genuinely think I needed that weekend so badly. I think I've talked about it before, but there's a thing that happens in my family where we get genuinely kind of upsetting wanderlust. Like the wanderlust is just so upsettingly physical. So that's kind of fun. That's kind of cool. You know, I'll just be sitting here in my life and I'll be like, man, everything's awful and terrible, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm feeling this way, because things seem like they should generally be fine. And then I'll go, hey, wait a second. Have I left my immediate vicinity recently? And then I'll realize that it's been like a couple months since I went on a trip, and then I'll go, ah. There's a song by The Altogether, which at one point included Brian David Gilbert, and the song isn't indeed from the Brian David Gilbert era. It's called Rio. I have to go on periodic road trips, so I'll literally start feeling physically sick and get panic attacks. It's insane. I don't know why I'm like this, but the song includes a line, I don't remember the build-up to or anything. I just remember this one singular line because of how hard it hits. And it's literally just, you've been here too long. And I hear that and I go, you're so right, Brian David Gilbert. You're so right about that. I really have just been here too long. I just don't think I was meant to stay in one place for that long of time. You know, I gotta go, I gotta get out, I gotta experience the world. But yeah, no, like I think I talked about it on streams last week that the brain fog and all has been, it's just been so terrible recently. I'm feeling a lot better. Genuinely. Went on one little weekend trip and suddenly everything in the world seems alright again. And again, it is embarrassing how intensely physical the Wanderlust gets. Because yeah, like what are you gonna tell me? You're telling me I get like actual brain fog and like physical effects from being stuck in one place for too long? And apparently yes. Check memes. Oh gosh, that's a devil. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. First of all, hi Penny. Running out that timer official music video. You know, I'll take it. You're calling me Quimby Ann Alert. Ann isn't my middle name. My middle name does start with an A though. I did run out that timer though. And I think that's impressive. I think listen, I think that's something to I think that's something to, if not brag about, at least remember fondly, you know? Cause who among us sus can say that they've run out the timer on Parkour Warrior? I just think I'm in a singular group of people. Lost it again when you lost to me. This is true. I did almost run out the timer again, and then I decided in the very last second that I kind of didn't want to do that again. It would have been iconic. I just didn't have it in me, you know? The spirit was willing, but the flesh was weak, or yada yada yada, whatever the saying is. I was like, man, it would be kind of cool to run out the timer again, and then I went, and that's a description of the of the metaphysical sensations that I underwent in that moment. It was a bit spooky. But yeah, no, so basically I will literally probably physically die if I don't take a little trip every once in a while. Again, genuinely kind of embarrassing. But hey, you know what? I do. It's not like I don't like taking trips. You know, it is a plus to me. At least with that, it's definitely not the kind of behavior that I can be engaging in too often, because that would be a bit extreme and excessive. But just every once in a while, we can do a little trip as a treat. Like this last weekend. I went. It was a lovely little trip, I will say. Had a genuinely fantastic time. I went to so many gardens, chat. One thing about me with my little trips is that I love going to gardens. I just think that nature exists, and that's so based of it. Like wow, pop off king. So one thing that I always try to do on trips is visit just a ton of gardens. I also went to a zoo. I love going to zoos. So yeah, there was zoo day, there was gardens day. There actually might have been 2 gardens days, now that I remember it properly. But who would say no to 2 garden days? That's just objectively more garden. Love to go to gardens. And it was a really pretty garden too, both of them. And they had like they had the plants and also some sculptures and stuff in some cases. I just think that making gardens is so important for humanity. We really see plants and we're like, I would like to cultivate you. I would like you to be grown. And again, I feel like that's so based. That is so incredibly based. Oh gosh, oh gosh, this goes deeper. Oh gosh, oh man, oh gosh. Like for instance, okay, chat, really fun little story here about plants and growing and things. So I sent some pictures to you guys of an area we went to that had a lot of roses. I took so many rose pictures. I didn't even send you guys all of my rose pictures. I've seriously got just like 20 pictures of roses just hanging out on my camera at the moment. But so a fun little thing about roses is that they are pentapetalae, which is a large group of plants that that the defining feature is that their flowers have 5 petals. Thus the name Penta 5 petalae. They got 5 petals, you know? It's a really, honestly, a genuinely really concise and easy to understand naming convention. But now wait, Quimby, I hear you saying. That's kinda weird. What are you talking about? Roses have more than 5 petals. Well, see, that's the secret, is that they don't. All roses, regardless of what type or breed or cultivar or whatever, all roses have exactly 5 petals. Kinda crazy wildin'. All the rest of the stuff that we think are petals, that look like petals, are actually what was it? The sepals? Yeah, because I think the tepals are the part on the outside. Are the sepals the part on the inside? Hold on. I gotta check my terms to make sure that I'm not lying to you guys. Hold on. Sepal. No. That's the sepals are the outside. The usually green leaf-like structures composing the outermost part of a flower. No. Is it the tepals that we're looking at then? Segment of the perianth of a flower in which the calyx and corolla, which make up the perianth, are nearly indistinguishable as in tulips or lilies. The tepals are equivalent to the petals and sepals. Yes, I believe it's the tepals. Is it? Okay. Yes. Okay. I believe so. Oh gosh, it's complicated out here. Okay, well, the important thing is, I'd have to do more fact checking to be able to give you guys the correct terms. But the important thing to know here is that what we think are petals are actually the like inner parts of a flower being specialized into being petal-looking structures, while not actually being petals themselves. So every pentapetalae has exactly 5 petals. Usually, as far as I can tell, it's the outermost petals that are the real true petals. But the ones on the inside are I think you might technically be able to call them specialized leaves that are meant to look like petals to increase the likelihood of pollinators going towards them, or just because humanity likes them. So a fun little fact about roses in particular is that in the wild, they grow along the ground, and each petal and each flower does only have 5 petals. I actually got some pictures of some rose cultivars that do only have 5 petals. I don't think I sent any of them, because I kind of didn't want to go through the whole explanation over Discord. But yeah, so they grew along the ground, so there's a chance that you could step on a prickle, which, by the way, roses don't have thorns, they have, I believe it's prickles. Another little botany fun fact there for ya. So they would just be growing along the ground, and you could step on them, and they had like 5 petals and whatnot. Kind of cool, kind of neat. And then humans saw these flowers and went, hey, that's kind of cool. We kind of like those. Let's cultivate them. Let's grow them. Which is incredibly funny considering that a lot of agriculture and stuff is based around, like, we would like to eat this plant. We want this plant to be grown so that we can eat it, and then have more plant and a steady food source. And that's, you know, that's what the people are looking for usually. But no, humanity really looked at flowers and roses and went, you know what? I think you're just such a special little guy that I want to I just want to have more of you, and I want you to grow in ways that I think are pretty. And I just think that's such a humanity moment. I don't know if I want to venture into this underwater space. I get the feeling that could turn out poorly for me. But I should probably check it out just a little bit. Okay, it's looking fine over there. It's looking fine over there. That seems chill. Yeah, that just leads out. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. It's a-okay all right out here. No problems. No problems whatsoever. It's all right. It's fine. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about it. It is fine. It is okay. But yeah, no. I just think flowers are neat. First of all, I think it's so based that humanity said you have no apparent nutritional value for me, but I'm going to grow you anyway. That's kind of based. Big fan of that. But then I just think roses are pretty. Like I mentioned in Discord, they are my favorite flowers. Which I know that's a really basic favorite flower to have, but have you considered that they are really pretty, they smell really good, and they pop off? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope that I hope that you forgive me for being so incredibly basic with my pick of favorite flower. They're pretty. Hi, Delbert. Hi. Oh, I just landed back in the UK. Yo, wait, that's kind of crazy because I just I was on an airplane yesterday. I wasn't in the UK, you know, so it's not like we were ships passing in the night or anything. But definitely sounds like we were both traveling recently. So yes, hello Del, welcome. Good to have you here. I hope that your flight went well. Or boat. That's something to say. Where did you go? I'm gonna hold on to that one because like people could figure out from context clues. I'm just such a sneaky little guy, and I don't want to say in particular where I went. But I went somewhere that had a really cool zoo. It was time to go to the zoo. And by go to the zoo, I mean go to a zoo in a different state. That's fair, honestly. But it was nice. It was a really good zoo. I saw a bear climb a tree. Genuinely, like, I was just looking at the bear, then the bear was like, "I think it's time to go up," and then it climbed the tree. I just think, whoa, San Diego? I don't know. I don't know. It was definitely a zoo. But oh man, chat. The bears are so cool. I love megafauna. Megafauna is so cool. Just there's large animals in the world. I also saw an elephant be fed a melon. And I was told they have a good zoo. To be fair, the San Diego Zoo does pop off. I have been there. I can neither confirm nor deny whether that was the zoo that I went to this time. But they do have a really good zoo. I've been to so many zoos. I've been to a lot of zoos in my life. Just off the top of my head, the Detroit Zoo, the Washington D.C. Zoo. I have been to the San Diego Zoo. A couple like local zoos. I just love to look at animals. Love to go to aquariums too. If there's like a good aquarium, I am all over that. So from Sacramento to Seattle yesterday, then Seattle to Amsterdam overnight. Yo, that's the red eye. That's the red eye way. What were you doing in Sacramento? Sacramento is a pretty neat spot. I have a twin who lives in Sacramento, I think. I don't know. I don't know California geography. Big music festival. Ooh, music festival. I've never been to a music festival. But I've gotten more into doing like live concerts recently. So I'm working my way up towards it. You know, we're not quite there yet, but maybe someday. Nice. This is the first month when I wasn't working yet. Yeah, the working and entertainment business. Sorry, got distracted by text. What was I saying about music festivals? Yeah, I used to work at a theater. So I understand well the feeling of, well, there's this cool thing happening, but I'm working it. And it's definitely very much a different experience going to a play than it is running a play. So fun, just waiting for my train now. I love trains. I'm a big trains enjoyer. Love to take the train. I just think, whoa, what if there was what if public transit, you know? My love of trains definitely doesn't play into anything, you know? I mean, maybe I should go all the way up for that copper. That's kind of a long way up. I barely ever take the train here. Oh, but it's good to know that the train is available and exists. You know, it's like remembering that the ocean exists. Like even if I'm not next to the ocean all the time, sometimes just remembering. Yeah, I'm going up. Sometimes just remembering that the train exists is very comforting. And yeah, same thing with the ocean. Sometimes you just gotta be like, wow, it's still there. There are no stations near where I live. I'm also so far away from the ocean. Tragic. Yeah, ocean. Oh, I love the ocean so much. I should go to the ocean sometime. I did not go to the ocean on my recent, on my little weekend trip. And Block Life, real and true. It's rough out there. I just think that humans were meant to live by the ocean sometimes. Closest I got was flying over it. Yeah, but I think we all know that that's in no way, shape, or form the same thing. Cause you can't smell the ocean from a plane. And usually you're like, I don't know, many thousands of feet above it. And they're like, hello, we are now cruising at 30,000 feet. If you look out your window, you will see the ocean. And it's like, that's cool and all. It's not being in the ocean. Whoop! Oh, totally forgot that I had that. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine! We're silly goofy and it's fine. 38,000 feet? That's 8,000 whole more feet than 30,000 feet. Yeah, no way you're smelling the ocean from that height. There's always, oh my gosh, I love going to the ocean, and usually when I'll be at the ocean, it's we've driven there, and there just comes a moment when you start to see it come over the horizon, and it's just this vast expanse of water, and you can start to see it like take over the horizon, and then you open the car windows and you can smell it, and just the salt in the air, and it's like coming home, honestly. Swimming for 16 hours over nothing but ocean, it's simply too big. That'll do it to you. That's a lot of ocean to fly over. Train is almost here. I'll pop back in. 07. Good luck with catching the train. You gotta make sure to get on it. Expect the wet for my spot on the dry. Yeah, that's fair. I will just simply go in the ocean for you. You know? It's like you're giving up your going in the ocean, so I'll just say, ooh, for me, thank you. Yippee! Great about beaches and oceans along coastlines. Yeah. No, really, honestly, just that, just suddenly seeing it come over the horizon, and it's so big, and you can just see it for ages and ages and ages, and the salt smell in the air, and it's you love to see it, honestly. I love the ocean. It was really nice. I loved visiting Astoria because Astoria, it was a river. We were on a river, but then the ocean was also right there. You know, it was kind of like the best of both worlds. It was set in an estuary region, so that means again like both the river and ocean, and it was perfect. Genuinely loved that place so much. Say when there's a below me. Airplanes are fine because nothing below me can touch me, but there are no such promises in the ocean. That is honestly very fair. The ocean is full of many creatures and things, and even on like casual beaches, you still probably gotta be careful of, like, you know, stingrays and sharp shells and stuff, and sharp rocks as well. Gotta be looking out for them sharp rocks on the beach. But I've got salt water in my blood. I've got ancestors who worked in the seas, so I mean there's something about that, you know? Like sometimes I kind of forget it for a minute. I'm like, man, why am I so obsessed with the ocean? And then like my Greek ancestors like smack me over the head, and I go, oh wait. Oh wait, just a second. Hang on there. I just think it's neat. I just think, what if a big huge body of water, and also coastal climate is so nice. You know, the whole effect we're having being next to a large body of water has major effects on like the weather systems and how warm and cool it gets and all. Big fan of coastal climate. Water really said, "You want the seasons to change, kid? Well, tough luck. How about that? Cause I've got a fist wrapped around this entire place, and ain't nothing getting past it." So big fan of that. They're like, so we love to change seasons, and the ocean says, it looks like someone's trying to change the seasons over here. Ain't that sort of cute over ain't that cute, Big Lakes or Great Lakes? That's what they're. Ain't that cute, Great Lakes? And Great Lakes are like, would you look at this guy? Doesn't have a clue what's going on here. And then they laugh as they beat you up. The Great Lakes would kill you gladly. Actually, it's the thing. Like, the ocean is not safe per se. You know, the ocean is still. I mean, there's the saying "unpredictable as the tide" for a reason. But they ain't got nothing on the Great Lakes. The oceans are old. They've you know, they've kind of gotten most of it out of their system and have calmed down. The Great Lakes are young, and they remember the glaciers, and they remember what it was like when the world was their domain, and they are unforgiving to humans who try to tame them. I might be more worried about swimming in the Great Lakes than I would be about swimming in the ocean. Cause the ocean at least is kinda chill. Great Lakes will straight up just kill you. Because they're like that. They do it for fun. Like, have y'all ever heard of white squalls? They are terrifying. Let me pull up a definition for y'all on that. Okay. No, I don't want the movie. I want the weather event. A sudden squall occurring in tropical or subtropical waters, characterized by the absence of a dark cloud and the presence of white-capped waves or broken water. It's a sudden and violent windstorm at sea, which is not accompanied by black clouds, generally characteristic of a squall. It manifests as a sudden increase in wind velocity in tropical and subtropical waters and maybe a microburst. The name refers to the white-capped waves and broken water, its meeker warning to any unlucky seaman caught in its path. The White Squall is allegedly behind the sinking of the brigantine Albatross on May 2nd, 1961, although, in fact, there were a number of traditional line squalls all around, and a microburst is very unlikely. Citation needed on that, apparently. White squalls are rare at sea, but common on the Great Lakes of North America. You gotta look out for them. You gotta look out for white squalls, because they will happen very suddenly, with no warning, and they are very dangerous. And you'll just be living your life, and then suddenly, whoops! What do you know? There's the big spooky windstorm happening, and you know, and you're in danger. Yeah, seriously, I'd probably be more afraid of the Great Lakes than the ocean. Great Lakes also have sturgeon in them, and that's not a scary thing. I just think that sturgeon are neat and felt like they should be a part of this conversation. I was totally fine with water as a kid. I remember being in an inner tube in a river with my family and vividly recall just thinking I could be touched. I just know that, and I've never since willingly entered water higher than my knees, including swimming pools. What if there's a glass creature? That's, you know, honestly, pop off. What if there is a glass creature? What if it shows up and it is in the water? You know, I can't dispute that. There might be some form of creature in there. Well, how convenient. This connects out to the main section. I should be sleeping soon. It is just about sleeping time. Sturgeons are sick. They're so cool! I saw a sturgeon at the zoo. I saw 2 sturgeon. They were just hanging around in the bald eagle enclosure. Sorry. That sentence just hit me. I just realized what that sentence, what the component parts of that sentence. But it's absolutely true. The sturgeon were just hanging out in the bald eagle enclosure. It was kind of neat. It was kind of cool. They just said, "Hello, we are sturgeon," and then they were in the bald eagle enclosure. And really, what you gotta say about that? Because I can see the entire pool doesn't mean there's not an invisible beast of some manner. To be fair, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not an invisible beast of some manner. Like, I really can't, I can't argue that one. Cause what if there was an invisible beast, you know? That's, yeah, fair enough. The aquarium I volunteered at has an arapaima. They're so big it's unreal. That can't be allowed. Very cool though. Yo, I love arapaima! They're so cool. They're so cool. They're like, hey, hello, I'm just a giant fish that breathes air. You know? Like, oh, let me just breathe really quick. And like, what? My guy? Like, they're not even a mammal or anything. They're not like dolphins or seals or whatnot. No, that's just a straight up fish that's breathing air. What the heck? They're so cool. But yes, entirely too large should probably be illegal. Who let fish grow that big? That should not be allowed, I think. They look like they're carved out of wood. Hold on, I gotta look at a picture of an arapaima now. I wanna look at an arapaima. They're so neat. They're so neat. They do kind of look like they're carved out of wood. Sorry, I believe I just had to remember what they look like. Oh my gosh. And the red tint to their scales? So cool. So cool. It's so pretty! They're just big! They're just big fish! And they breathe air! So I love creatures. I love animals of all manners. Love to look at a guy and be like, you are a creature. Look at, like, if they're little, they would be a magical wooden totem. Yeah. Based, honestly. Based to look like you would be a magical wooden totem. Okay, well, we're definitively back in underground cave section now, which is real awkward for me, considering how this usually goes when we're in underground cave section. AKA me getting lost. Sorry, give me just a sec. I just think, what if big fish? Oh, I should be drinking water. I just realized. We gotta keep that water consumption up. Gotta stay hydrating. You gotta be like, oh boy, it's hydrating time, and then hydrate all over the place. Let me make sure I'm not missing any copper up here. I don't believe I am. No, but I just think, what if fish were big? It's simultaneously a terrifying and intriguing concept. Because what if fish were big / neg? What if they were swimming with me? What if fish were big / pause? What if they were big? What if whoa, big fish. Big Fish is also it's also a musical. There's a musical called Big Fish. It's a good musical. Big fan of that one. Got some good songs coming out of there, but Big Fish! They're so cool. And they breathe air! Sorry, I'm not over that. They breathe air because they sometimes get stuck in sections of a river for months on end. Or like drying sections of a river. And that means that it's an advantage to them to be able to breathe air, because then they don't need to rely on the oxygen in the water. So they are able to survive the dry season. I love Big Fish. And I think this is full up. Yeah. Which means that we are going to start putting coal blocks in here, because I don't want to dedicate a whole entire another box to excess things at this point in the game. So what if arapaima are really cool? They breathe air. Like, I cannot emphasize enough that they are air breathers. They have lungs, I think. I'm like 90% certain that they have lungs. And just, I don't know, they're big guys. I think I would not want to see like a whale or something that super up close in person, because whale are big enough that they could accidentally hurt me, you know? Like, if a whale turns the wrong way, I could be blasted out of existence. Arapaima, I feel like, are a decent size to interact with as big fish. Because they're definitely big, and like, I wouldn't want to get in a fight with one. I'm not really interested in squaring up with an arapaima. But, you know, if I were in the vicinity of one and it, like, I don't know, moved a little weirdly, it would probably just bump into me. Like, it would probably have to really try hard to hurt me. Whereas a whale would, you know, and again, just wreck me out of existence. Whales are too big, in fact. Too big for safe approach. I always get scared when I see videos of people like 20 feet from a whale because I'm like, if that thing splashes a little bit, it could get you. If that thing decides to breach right now, you know, the resulting wave could potentially like knock you off your boat. You gotta be careful with whales. You gotta look out for them. They're big guys. Really that, because I'm kind of assuming that one of these paths will lead to that little underspace. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, there's more cave. Okay, it's just a little area though. It's just a little area. Echolocation can kill you, I'm pretty sure. I think that is correct as far as I know. They're really loud. They've got sonic attacks. If you get in the way of a whale's echolocation, you're gonna like get got. Because if you think about it, it's gotta be really loud to cover the distances that it needs to, even with water acting as an agent to help the sound travel further. Like it's gotta be really loud to get that far. I don't want to mess around with that. I do not want to mess with a sound that has to travel that far. So yeah, I would not want to approach a whale. Sonic Beast Blast. Sonic Beast Blast, real and true. That beast, it's attacking me. Sonically. Now, drop the gunpowder at some point. That beast is saying, get wrecked, nerd. And it's like, and it's unintentional too. They're not trying to... What gets me about it is that they're probably not actually trying to hurt you. They're not like, yes, a creature, time for Sonic Beast Blast. It's just literally how they... It's how they, like, see the world around them. You know, it's a natural behavior to figure out, like, oh, what is in the vicinity? I would like to, you know, avoid things that would try to kill me and try to find food. Just, you know, we're underwater and like light isn't super really as big a deal here as other places. So let me just let me just release a wave of sound. That sounds like a great idea, and it is. It's a great idea. Legitimately. But it's just so bad for humans. But yeah, I would not want to go next to a whale. For as cool as whales are, I just think humanity was not meant to play on the same level as that thing. Humanity is but a little guy in the grand scheme of whaledom. So yes, pardon me, but I will be refraining from approaching the whale. Do you guys know that that orcas are one of the primary predators of moose? Fun little fact for you if you've never heard this, but one of the primary predators of moose is orcas. Isn't that kind of fun? Basically, so and it turns out that moose can swim, and in fact they swim fairly regularly, like between islands and stuff. So while a moose is in the water, sometimes hello. While a moose is in the water, sometimes an orca will just approach and be like, "Hey, bro, and then eat it. Isn't that kind of cool? I think that's kind of cool. I think kind of based. Kind of based for orcas to be, you know, one of the primary predators of moose. Because if we're gonna be real with ourselves, someone's got to be taking moose down a peg. Moose have been left to wander the earth at their discretion for entirely too long. Someone's gotta humble them. Someone's gotta bring them down a couple notches. And if it's orcas, then well, you know. So sue me, I think that's really cool. They're just some guys. I do genuinely think that orcas are just so fascinating. Because, okay, particularly they're just such intelligent predators. Like how they'll form like waves and stuff to knock seals off of ice floes. That's kind of cool. They're being smart about it. They're being clever little guys, and who am I to not recognize the efforts of a clever little guy, you know? I think if a guy's being a little clever, then my job is to applaud and go, yay! And that is my sacred duty. To see a guy and go, yay! Like, sure, they're not the most humane hunters in the world. You know, they do that whole playing with their food thing where they'll, like, launch seals, like, hundreds of feet up into the air in a little game of catch. That's, like, not ideal. But also, it's nature. What you gonna do? You know? Who am I to tell the giant sea beast not to be cruel to the seal? Orcas are haters, but I have to respect the hustle. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is I gotta respect it. Maybe, you know, maybe their methods aren't ideal, and it does make me sad to think about seals being killed in horrible, brutal ways. But also, like, the hustle. I gotta say, yeah, alright. Yeah, alright, that's fair enough, I guess. Way to be such proficient hunters and be so clever about it. They're just kind of neat. It's like, oh, fun little fact about orcas too is they are ungulates. They're the same as like whales and stuff in being descended from ungulates, which continues to make me really, really mad. I'm so genuinely upset about them being ungulates. But it's fine. But it's fine. It's okay. Sure, they come from hooved creatures. I'm really normal about that. I respect the hustle. Oh, I hate cetaceans. Why? Why are they hooved? And they're not hooved. Like, they no longer have hooves. They no longer count as ungulates technically because of the whole lack of hooves thing. Oh my goodness, what the heck? What the heck, Cetacea? There's diamond down there. Do I want to go after that? Oh, there's skulk down there too. I think we're leaving the diamond where it is. Well played, diamond. Well played. You've cracked the formula to me leaving you alone. Yep, we'll just, oh, there's more copper over there. Okay, this is fine. just take a look at that and say, no thank you. I just really have I have no desire to navigate near Skulk today. That's all. It's possible. It's doable. I don't have wool or anything, but I could still navigate, you know. I have a little bit of experience with ancient cities at this point because I've done some off camera with friends and the like. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a no from me. That's gonna be a no, thank you. I mean, I do keep meaning to rate it, to like properly rate an ancient city in this world at some point, before Ghostby disappears at the very least. It would be nice to properly rate an ancient city, but like, it's also real spooky. It's real spooky to go to an ancient city. There's guys down there. There's guys down there who hate when you make noise. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love to make noise. Do I want to go for that copper? Because on one hand copper, on the other hand it is above a giant death pit. I mean, I probably should just for the sake of it. So let me find some more stone. Oh, hello. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but it'll get me to the other side, and that's the most important bit. Gosh, Dripstone's annoying. Sure, okay, yeah, this is a good height. I wonder if it's like a proper ancient city or if it's just a deep dark. My finger is glued to the shift key. That... It is going nowhere. But yeah, cetaceans. Awful stuff, really. Some like millions, possibly. I don't think it was billions. I think it was mostly millions of years ago. Yeah, because dinosaurs were millions of years ago. I think. Don't quote me on that until I check my sources. It kind of looks like it's mostly just a deep dark, but it's difficult to say without, it is difficult to say just from here. And I'm not gonna go check it out. Yeah, so several millions of years ago, some little hooved guy said, hey, you know what sounds like a great idea? Living near wetlands and stuff. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Great idea. Wetlands are fantastic. They've got, you know, they've got a lot of life happening in them. You know, like lots of different organisms that love to, that are like decomposing stuff and really enjoy the, or like whole ecosystems build up around like, the food chains available based off of those things that love to decompose stuff. Wetlands are practically a riot of life. So admittedly, hanging out near wetlands makes sense. Like, you know, they were based for that. I'm not gonna pretend like they weren't based for wanting to hang out near wetlands. But then they said, hey, you know what? We're hanging out in these wetlands so much, and I really think that my life would be just easier if I could swim. If I could go in the water instead of just hanging out near it. And as much as I hate to say it, that does also make sense, you know? Why simply hang out near the water when you could go into the water? Like, okay, sure, alright. But here's the thing, is that hooves aren't really the most ideal thing for swimming. Because they're kind of sharp in a lot of cases, and you could cut yourself and then Or like even like you could cut your own throat and then you could die. So they said, hey, let's start evolving in a way where we have less hoof. And then they said, that sounds great. And then they said, you know, we're spending so much time in water. Wouldn't it be cool if we could spend more time in water? And this is where it starts to go bad. This is where it starts to go bad. This is where it starts to get unacceptable. They're like, what if we just spent like all our time in the water? What if we are just water dwelling guys and we stayed in the water all the time and we never left it? This is where the atrocities start happening. So they start developing, you know, like big old lungs and stuff, and then they're like, you know what, we're having such a great time with this. Let's just continue to change in ways where we're suited to living in water and nothing else. Let's get rid of our legs. Let's just say, get out of here. We are. Because did you know, whale flippers aren't actually, that's not their legs. I believe it's legitimately their tail. Oh gosh, that bat scared me. They got rid of their legs. They said, nope, we don't think that we need legs anymore. And then they got rid of them. How messed up is that? How insane is that to just get rid of your legs on a whim? On a whim like that, just say, nope, no more legs here. We are opting out of legs. I think that's crazy. I think that should have been illegal. I don't think that should have been permitted. They said, no more legs for us, please. Like, oh my gosh. Cetaceans still have, little... What's the word I'm looking for? Vestigial? Yeah. They've got, like, vestigial bone structures for legs and stuff, but no actual legs! They just got rid of them! I can't believe this. They've got, like, hip bones and stuff designed for having legs attached to them. But do they have legs? No siree, they do not. They said legs are for losers. And they're wrong about that. They're wrong. But they're fooling themselves. They're lying to themselves to try and justify their decisions. How are they ungulates? I mean, it drives me wild whenever I'm playing Metazua and I get to the ungulate section where because it's either Cetacea or Suina, and I'm always like, please let it be Suina just for my peace of mind. Suina is like pigs and stuff. Pigs are neat. Pigs get a pass. Thumbs up, smiley face for pigs. But then sometimes it's not Suina. It's Cetacea. And I can't believe this. I can't believe that they would subject me to that. Like, okay, and here's the deal. IRL, I think cetaceans are neat. If I saw a dolphin just swimming along, I'd be like, cool, a dolphin, that's so neat. It's when I have to confront them in a phylogeny sense, you know? Or taxonomy maybe at this point. It's when I have to think about them in taxonomy terms that I get really mad. 'Cause why are they like that? Why are they ungulates? Why are they like related to yaks? I don't like it. I would like them to stop, in fact. That would be ideal if they were to just simply not do that. Then, okay. Now that I'm on a little phylogeny talk, though, I do have to shout out Atlantogenata. I think that we should consider Atlantogenata. That's okay. So to kind of describe, in the vast cool world of animals and stuff, there's a clade called Theria, which basically I believe includes Is that mammals or is it placental mammals? I think Theria might just be mammals. Oh wait, gosh, I definitely did not mean to do that. That was the wrong pickaxe. Just putting that in there. I think it's mammals. Hold on, we're fact checking this because I don't want to feed you guys false information. Okay. Theria is a group of mammals that includes placentals and marsupials, but excludes monotremes and extinct animals. Ah, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, Theria, it's mammals that don't lay eggs. Which is neat. But yeah, yeah, so, oh gosh, wait, wrong button. So there's a group called Theria. Kind of neat. It's, you know, all mammals that are not egg layers. Kind of cool, kind of pog. But then there's a division within Theria that is Eutheria and, Marsupialia? I don't know. I don't remember the exact names, but it's basically, you know, mammals that are marsupials and mammals that are not marsupials. Based, you know? Cool. This is all fine so far. We're chilling, in fact. We're chilling out. But then, within Eutheria, there's another distinction. Which, it's taxonomy, there's always another distinction. But the important thing here is that, the next level, or at least the one that I know that comes next, is Atlantogenata and Boreoeutheria. Boreoeutheria is things like, you know, Boreoeutheria is the one that has like Laurasiatheria and Uracontoglires. And that's stuff like carnivorans, ungulates, like primates, legomorphs, stuff like that. That's Boreoeutheria. But then there's Atlantogenata. And Atlantogenata is a clade of really oh my gosh, it's so cool. Atlantogenata is animals that split off like really early into the evolutionary path, and to the point where a lot of Atlantogenata are specifically like African animals, because you know, as far as we're aware, like most life came out of Africa, which is epic. So there's just all these African animals who are this really old offshoot on the evolutionary tree, and that's stuff like elephants. I have to shout out my boys elephants, who are I would say for me personally the poster children of Atlantogenata. It's just like, whoa, that's where elephants come from. Is they're on this super old offshoot from the tree, like literally, like elephants are so far disconnected from humans and stuff that it's basically like marsupials are the next stage of unconnected to us. And call me crazy, I just think that's kind of neat, you know? I really genuinely think that's cool. The elephants are just, they're so far distant from us. We're looking at elephants and it's like, man, how do these guys even exist? And yeah, how do these guys even exist? They're so far different. They're so incredibly far from humanity. Like, no wonder they're these strange nigh mythical beasts. They are on such a completely different path of evolution. It's neat. It's really cool. I believe Atlantogenata also includes like aardvarks and stuff. Don't quote me on that without fact checking. I was just trying to think of different Atlantogenata examples that I could give you guys that weren't just, you know, elephant, even though, again, they are the poster children of Atlanta Janata to me. But Atlanta Janata is so cool. I saw elephants at the zoo. I saw an elephant be given a melon. He was in the water. He was being an elephant in the water. He had this giant ball that he was playing with. And he was just rolling it around, you know, like trying to lift it up and stuff. At one point he stood on his hind legs and like tried to step on the ball. That was really cool. Insane stuff. I love elephants, but I've never seen one like properly in the water before. Cause yeah, like it makes sense that they like water and stuff. When you're Megafauna, it's gotta be kind of cool to be in water to experience having that like lessening of weight and gravity on you. That's gotta be kind of epic. Like pop off elephants, real and true. I've never like I've seen videos and stuff of elephants in water. I'd never like in person seen it, and it was kind of life-changing. Just imagine this big giant guy, this multi-ton dude, just being like, ooh, yippee, here I am in the water, and I have my little ball that I'm playing with, and I'm just gonna shove it in my face up against the wall here. I'm gonna try and get it to roll onto my back. Like just this giant, again, like multi-ton creature, just hanging out, just being like, yippee, I love the water. And then the keepers kept trying to get him to bring the ball over to them, and he kept being like, no. They'd be like, come here, boy, come on, bring the ball over, bring it over here, bud. And he'd kind of maybe go a little closer to them, but then he'd ultimately like move away, like, no, I'm not done. And I think it's really funny because it illustrates such a funny point of like animal husbandry to me, where with big creatures like elephants, training is less, it's less, you have to do this thing, it's like, hey, do this thing, please. Like, how are you gonna force an elephant to do what you want? It has to be more about like, look, I have the melon. You like the melon. Don't you want the melon? Instead of like, if you don't do this, you don't get the melon or anything. Because giant creature, how you gonna force the giant creature to do what you want? So he's this guy, this dude, just playing with the ball, just hanging out for a little bit, and then finally he brought the ball over to the keepers, and they were like, oh wow, yay! And then they had him do a couple little like tricks and stuff where they'd have him like go back in the water a little bit and like splash around, and it's behaviors that will help them with like medical care and stuff. You know, they're teaching the elephants to respond well to these things so that they can, you know, if elephants ever get hurt or sick or something, that they don't have to worry about wrangling an elephant on top of trying to do elephant medical care. Which, you know, Based would love to not wrangle an elephant on top of doing elephant medical care. So they get this guy, he does some tricks, and they're like, and Edison and like the crowd were all like, wow, like, oh my gosh, he's doing such a good job. And then finally when they're done, the elephant just goes over to the guy and just sits there like with his mouth open like, ah, elephant. The guy just takes this whole entire melon. Again, literally whole melon, not broken up or anything, not in pieces or anything, just chucks this whole entire melon into this elephant's mouth. And the elephant's like, oh. And okay, alright, you know. Pop off, king. Me when... And it wasn't, oh my gosh, it wasn't like a gentle toss or something either. He really just chucked this entire melon into the elephant's mouth. Like a hefty throw, because it's a melon, you gotta, you know, they're heavy, you gotta throw them, and the elephant was just like, yippee! I have received the melon. And then he decided he was all done water time and you know, got up and walked away, but just, oh my gosh. He just threw the entire melon into the elephant's mouth. Just chucked it. Like an actual yeet. of melon. It was delightful. It was really cool. I just think animals are neat. I just think they're so cool, and also I think elephants are so cool. Such a genuine awful shame about the long gestation period of elephants, making them less suitable for livestock, because it would be so cool if we could have widespread elephants. You know? Unfortunately, they've got that gosh darn like 2-year gestation period, which is cringe. It makes sense. They're large creatures. They're gonna need time to grow something that big. But oh man, love elephants. Elephants are another creature that I don't know that I exactly would want to go near. Oh man, it's tricky because I know that like I know that some of my siblings have ridden on elephants, and it's like it seems to be a perfectly safe practice. Like people still use elephants as livestock animals. It's you know, like the gestation period is inconvenient, but they're still like giant creature that can be tamed and ridden, which, you know, like if you don't take advantage of that, what's even the point? Animal husbandry, my beloved. I don't know how close I would actually want to get to an elephant, or like a wild elephant, like a trained elephant, maybe. They're still kind of in the category of like they could absolutely mess me up, is the thing. They could 100%, if they got a bit silly with it, they could cause problems for me. So I don't know exactly how close I want to get to an elephant, but definitely I'd be more willing to get closer to an elephant than I would to a whale. Because whales, one wrong move and it's Jover. Elephants are big, but I feel like as long as I don't get like stepped on or like smacked or something, I feel like it's generally kind of fine. Like they're mostly gentle creatures. I would not want to go close to a wild elephant. Let's just make one thing very clear about that. I think wild elephant, that's a no. That's a big wild creature that you know could absolutely destroy me if it wanted to. Yeah, like a tamed elephant with a handler that knew how to handle elephants. I feel like that's chill. Like maybe not. I wouldn't be super comfortable, you know, obviously that's still a giant creature, but tamed elephant with a good handler. I definitely would be like, ooh, an elephant. That would be fine. What's an Enderman? I swear Endermen show up at the weirdest times for me. The elephants are so cool. Shout out my man Atlantogenata. They're popping off out there with their funky little ancient family. I want to check the other. I want to check the other members of Atlantogenata. Atlantogenata. Yeah. Oh, and okay, yeah. Atlantogenata, like Africa, but also South America as well. That makes sense because those two areas used to be right next to each other. Yeah, it's like elephants. Yeah, I do think aardvarks. Also true manatees. Wait, are those manatees or dugongs? Armadillos? Armadillos are Atlantogenata. Is this sloths? Yeah, sloths are Atlantogenata. Okay, so in Atlantogenata there's Afrotheria, which is the members of which belong to groups that either currently live in Africa or African origin, and then there's Xenartha, which is a major clade of placental mammals native to the Americas. Yeah, so that's like anteaters, sloths, armadillos, cool stuff like that. Afrotheria is gold moles, elephant shrews, otter shrews, aardvarks, hyraxes, elephant sea cows, and several extinct clades. Neat. I just think they're neat. I think they're cool. Yeah, Sirenians. I wanna check in on Sirenia really quick, because I think, yeah, two distinct families: the dugong and manatee. They are different. They are different guys. I want to check to make sure what exactly the difference is between manatees and dugongs. What's going on here? Okay, classification. I'm gonna have to actually hop into the subfamilies to figure out their whole things. Where did Sirenians come from? Because they're mammals. Sirenians, unlike other marine mammals such as cetaceans, lived in the New World. How did they show up? Because they are not ungulates. Huh. Yeah, did they come from the ocean and go back too? Huh. Okay, the tail fluke of a dugong is notched and similar to those as dolphins, whereas the tail fluke of manatee is paddle-shaped. That's the difference. That is the difference for you right there, is that, manatee are paddle-shaped and dugong are not. They are dolphin-shaped. There's so many just really cool, fascinating animals in this world. I'm a big manatees enjoyer as well, NGL, and I can't, you know, to be honest, I can't tell if they did the thing where they went onto land and then went back to it, to be honest. I was looking at the evolutionary path of the Sirenians. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go down now, gosh. I was looking at it, and I don't, huh. I don't know if they did that thing I don't know if they did that. I should do more research on that, because I'd hate to, you know, say something that's untrue about the evolutionary path of the Sirenians. I do love that they are called Sirenians. It's like, yep, those guys are sirens. They're funky little ocean guys, and we're gonna call them sirens. I just respect the heck out of that. Because if you asked me to show you a creature that was the least like, you know, Greek mythology sirens, I might point you to manatees, because they're just sweet little guys. But we're like, nope, they are mermaids. Sophia Benz, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated having you here. We were talking about phylogeny. No, like really, we just looked at manatees of all creatures, manatees and dugongs, and we said, these guys are mermaids. They're just little guys. Like, not really anything crazy at all. They're just guys. Like, sea cow's really a good name for them. They're just kind of gentle herbivorous guys. I've seen some manatees in the wild, IRL, in some places, And yeah, no, they're just gentle little fellows. They just show up. They're not, you know, they're chilling. They're just hanging out. They're being friends. And then there's just this big creature next to you. Big fan of manatees. I don't know that I've ever encountered a dugong in the wild. I think dugong live in not the area of the world that I've been in. I'd have to fact check that. But I am pretty sure I've not seen a dugong IRL. That's such a delightful name too, dugong. But manatee are neat. Just funky little guys. Big fan of the way that they are. I'm really scared of this aquifer area because I feel like I always get lost in big underwater caves. And this seems to be this seems to be leading back to somewhere. I've gotten myself woefully lost again. And it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna make it out of this. We're gonna be okay. Oh gosh. We're gonna be fine. It's just I just get nervous about tunnels. This music's doing a really good job of portraying my anxiety about hanging out in the tunnels. Thanks, music, for being thematically appropriate. It's as soon as I've called it out, it is now. It's just exactly the wrong attitude for my anxiety about going in the tunnels. It got real heroic there. Oh gosh, gravel. Whoop. Okay, this is fine. Does this still? Yeah, this still leads back out into that area. I'm just getting turned around, and it's okay. I think I remember where my exit is. And that's really technically the only thing that matters, is that I can navigate out of this space when the time comes. So yeah, we're chilling. We're mad chillin'. We're having a great time. Oh, now, oh, here goes the trepidation again. And nope, nope. Oscillating wildly between trepidation and cute heroic times. Oh gosh, my inventory's full. Okay. Yeah. Let's just get a couple things blocked up. I believe it's technically Ender Chest time. Technically Ender Chest time, but we're just gonna be chilling here because it's underwater, and I don't love doing underwater Ender Chest time unless I've got like a nice spot for it. And unfortunately, we've not quite gotten to nice spot moments yet. That's in fact yet to happen. At least there's copper, though. That is, as always, the most important thing. Okay, this might be a nice spot. It's a nice flat area. We've got ample copper supply. So you know that might push to be like, oh, we've gotta use up some. So we've gotta empty out some inventory space because I've gotten so much copper in there. So that's kind of nice. Now, I'm really curious if Cyrenians. I'm really curious if Cyrenians went to land and then went back to sea. Genuinely, I'm really curious about that. Would love to look into that more. Okay. Pretty sure there's that. Okay, ender chest time. Starting out, of course, with putting away our copper. See, we're making good time on the copper blocks. We're making real good time. We've got that, and then 5 after this. That's nothing. That's baby stuff. Then yes, some blocks of coal. Is there anything from here that I need while I'm at it? Didn't go on wood and food. I think that's the biggest part of it, is having wooden food. Having wooden food. I don't think Dollbot's active to remind me to drink water today, because I don't think we've gotten a Dollbot reminder about it yet, so I'm going to pretend that I have been drinking water. I'm gonna pretend I'm staying properly hydrated. I'm going to drink the water. Water tasty. Water very good. Thumbs up smiley face. Water. Okay. At any rate. This is the direction I came from. Yeah, all sorts of stuff going on in this. That's where I entered the underwater space from. That is the entrance to the aquifer proper. Just gonna remember that, because because remembering it is gonna. That's an advantage for later. Having a good remembered. Okay. Copper there. I do wonder if I'm going to run into more deep dark. I think we're technically still kind of in the area. Okay, that is exterior. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely still kind of in the area that I saw the deep dark in, so I actually would not be surprised if you know, this cave went low enough to encounter some of it. Because that's just kind of the way that things play around here, and it's also especially how they play with me, you know? I'll, Ooh, diamond. Okay. Oh, I'm so worried that if I, like, exit the aquifer area here that I will not be able to find my way back. But there was diamond over there. And there's some copper. Okay. I don't think this is gonna go well for me, being in this little bit. I get the feeling this is gonna be another something that ends with me getting incredibly wildly lost and being unable to tell head from tails or anything. Is this? That way looks to be back into the main, yeah, the main area section, I think. Where did I come from here? Hey, hang on, actually, really quick, where did I come from? Hey, wait, this is, okay, this is actually genuinely really awkward. I came from up through here. Yes, okay. That's our exit. Remember, I said it was important to remember our exit. And it's just lots of experience getting lost that's taught me that thing. Cause it's such a tricky area. How was I supposed to know about those little twists and turns? You gotta keep track of these things. Okay. Ooh, I wanna go down here and just take a quick look. I'm not seeing Skulk. So this area is actually probably safe to go for the diamonds in. I remember that I dropped some copper down here. Okay. Alright, well let's take a look at what we've got around here. This looks like a decent spot for, this looks like a decent spot for checking out the cave sections over there. So let's go take a look. Just a little look-see is all. Does this lead back into... I'm seeing like there is that lava, or is this a... does this lead to a previously explored section? Explored but not finished because of the presence of copper. Okay. So this is all kind of part of the same thing, which that's good. We don't want to be... I would love to not get dragged into some crazy funky tunneling business again. You know, would really... I've already jumped down one-step tunnels that I don't think I'll be able to find my way back out of today. I'm like 3 steps removed from the beginning of the cave section that I meant to be in, and it's just fine, you know. Plans rarely survive first contact and all that. My plan was to explore this cave in a nice orderly fashion, and that plan has dissolved at least 3 times. So we're chilling. It's fine. Oh gosh. I do just not enjoy when water just shows up like that, because I feel like it messes with my plans, you know, and it can mess with torches and stuff too. I would hate to have my torches messed with. That sounds mean. They're being mean to my torches. I don't love the sound of that. Oh, there's the copper. I was like, I knew some copper fell down. Okay. So we want to try our hand at going down this way because there is some diamond stuff. I mean, maybe I should just hop in this water stream and ride it all the way down. And I checked, it doesn't look like there's deep dark in the area. So it might be safe to just take a little water elevator over. Yeah, and that water originated from... over here. Well, okay. Now hang on a second, we do gotta be picking up the copper. What kind of copper collecting caver would I be if I didn't if I didn't collect the copper? Can I? Yes, I can. And coal. We gotta get coal too. How am I gonna smelt the copper without coal? Important questions that that the people need to consider. See, it's all about supply chain. It's all about it's not just you know, how do we get all the copper that we need. It's like what other supplies do we need to maintain the level of copper production that I need. Hello. Okay. This is definitely where I want to be generally. But then theoretically, if I recall correctly, I should have some sort of water spot. Coming from over here? Wait, what? Huh? Where did that come from? Where? I swear I just explored this space. I was the one who made that little waterfall spout. Where on earth did that come from? Okay, well, it's probably fine, to be honest, if I just drop into it. Where is that coming from? It feels so dangerous to just fall into that, though. I don't love the look of that. Did it come from over here somehow? Certainly a lot of drowned have come from over here now. Okay. Gotta get the copper. Okay. It was right in front of my eyes. How could I resist? I want down. Down to here. And then... I could have sworn I made that water incision. But you know what? For safety's sake, we are just gonna make a little staircase over. Yeah, I definitely made this happen. Where does it lead to? Oh, of course it leads to here. It just goes over to the... Okay. Sure, yeah. Yeah, alright. Creeper hurts. For whom doth the creeper hurt? It hurts for thee! Oh, okay, got him. Okay. That is probably just unloaded... unloaded... Oh, gosh! Skeleton, okay. Oh, got spooked there. What's you? It's you. You're the skeleton. Okay, got. Let's just start carefully making our way down. I'm keeping my eye out for any sign of Skulk. I would not love to navigate a deep dark right now. That doesn't sound like my kind of fun at this moment in time. Oh, of course there's Skulk down there. Okay. Let me just, got a little menace to deal with. Okay, there's Skulk over there. But the diamond that I'm looking for is over this way. Oh my gosh, you're really gonna make this just so annoying. Okay. Because the trouble is I really want the arrows. I don't desperately need them. There's the diamond. I'm trying to be smart about this. I'm trying not to let my lust for diamond, you know, trying to not let it cloud my thoughts to the point where I might put myself in danger. Because there's Skulk just right there. And that's what we're not trying to get to. That's in fact less than ideal. Okay, now if I can just get back to the water stream. I can just ride it back up. Oh, lizard guy. 1233. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. I am mining. Doing a lot of mining at the moment. Picking up mostly copper. I need a lot of copper for my current project. Oh, Coolus, hi! Hi, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic time. I'm on the copper grind. Oh, Coolus, how's your cube coming along? I wanted to. I realized I've forgotten to check in on that. Here, so give me just a sec. How's it going? I'm alright myself. Thanks for asking. I'm doing well. I got back from a little weekend trip yesterday, and I'm feeling so good at the moment. I'm feeling fantastic. Kind of quit? Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Like, no tea, no shade. Oh, and Lizard Guy, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, in case you're wondering why I need so much copper for, I am building a 64 by 64 by 64 copper cube with the stipulations that the copper has to be mined. So basically, I am I'm doomed to just eternally go on huge, crazy mining trips to try to get more copper because I need so much copper. It's kind of not funny how much copper I need. I need like 262,000 and something or other blocks and like 2,300,000 ingots. Somewhere around those. Something along those lines. I forget the exact numbers because they're really big and long and it's gonna take me forever to get there, but it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it happen. To be fair, we're like at least halfway at this point, I think. Oh, I'm being so careless with my mining. Okay, I don't want the cobblestone. I don't want the andesite. Please and thank you very much. I do not want the cobblestone, thank you. But what thoughts was I having? Yeah, no, we're like halfway. With the structure that I've chosen, I thought I was under halfway, but then I was doing some quick little like napkin math about it. And I'm probably at least halfway. Maybe I should check my statements before I declare that. 129,000 on copper blocks. Let me do. Hold on. We're pulling out the TI-84 Plus calculator. Hang on. 64 to the third is 262,144 divided by 2. 131. Ah, dang it! Then we aren't halfway yet. I thought we were. My napkin math was not correct. No, that's fine. But we're definitively gonna be over halfway on this one because I've got so much copper in my ender chest at the moment. I think we're gonna get another like 10,000 blocks out or something. Hold on. 27 times 64. 17, 20. Oh, over 10,000 easy because I'm gonna probably end up with probably gonna end up with about 20 shulker boxes full of copper. That's that might be a bit of an underestimate. Yeah, like 35,000 from this trip. My math was off on the amount, but definitely the important thing is that it's definitely going to be over halfway after this trip. Oof, aquifer. I'm also incredibly lost at this point, which is not new information. I have a terrible sense of direction, particularly when it comes to underground caves and stuff, where a lot of it is, well, it's very samey and there's a lot of twisting and passageways. And to be honest, after I finish up with filling my ender chest this time, I'm probably gonna have to come back to this area for a second big trip. To really be able to say that I've cleared it out, because there's no way that I've got inventory space for me to be able to backtrack all the way to the beginning of where I started this trip. And I know I've been missing copper along the way. I've been like lighting up passages, meaning to come back to them, and then I get drawn further into the labyrinth. So definitely for sure there's a lot going on here. But it's fine. Because after this one, we're gonna be over halfway, and I think each time I do like a full ender chest worth of copper, I do think that I can definitively say that that's about 1/10 of the total amount that I need, which is good, because then that means that I'll just I think this one counts as like 6/10. is where we're at on this, which means I would only need like 4 more-ish, possibly. Which would be very nice. Not that I don't like mining. It's just a lot of, it's kind of an ordeal. I think I'm dropping some copper, but I don't know. Trying to decide how worth it is to go after it. Oh gosh. Well, with water in the equation, it's probably more worth. Okay. Okay, we got him. Then we're just gonna ride the elevator back up to this main aquifer area. And I want to be going up. Okay. Yeah, current state of affairs is that I found myself— oh, hello! I found myself in this big aquifer area, which aquifers are really good for copper because usually there's a lot of copper very accessible very quickly. The only trouble is that they're so impossible to navigate. There's twists and turns and it's so tricky to say if you've gotten everything. If I was willing to throw a night vision pot at this, then it would probably be easier, but you know, that just feels like rather a lot of effort for something that's just fine, you know? There's also so many drowns in aquifers. Like seriously, I've never encountered more trident drowns than I have in the aquifers. There was a day where I fought like 5 of them. Like 5 entire trident guys. I think I only got a trident from like 1 or so of them. Like I've only got 1 trident I've picked up from this trip in my ender chest at the moment. So you know, our RNG is still a pretty long game, but I guess my advice for anyone trying to get a trident is just hang out in an aquifer for a little bit. There's so much going on there. Every time I see a salmon, I'm always like, big salmon? Because I'm pretty sure they added that to Java, that there's sometimes chance of big salmon, which is kind of neat. I would love to see big salmon. It's like, that's what big salmon wants you to think, and you know what? Yeah. Yeah, kind of straight up. Kind of straight up, that's what big salmon wants you to think, and who am I to say no to the whims of big salmon? And is all I'm saying about that. It's big salmon. Why would I ever say no? Why would I say no to big salmon? Salmon are such funky fish. Like, salmon will really just be like, I think it's time to be a freshwater fish now. And then they'll just do it. And then their babies are like, we are freshwater fish, but we would like to be saltwater fish now. And Arne, hi! Welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you. I'm confused greatly by the existence of salmon and the way that they are, because salmon are just wild and like, oh my gosh, how insane is it that they're like, yep, I'm a freshwater fish now, and I'm going to remain a freshwater fish until I die, until I finish spawning and die. Salmon are very neat. And I really wish that they were less endangered than they are. I wish that for a lot of animals. I don't know, salmon just hit somewhere, especially for me. I don't know. They're not even like my favorite fish or anything. I just get really emotional about the existence of salmon. Who are you? How are you doing? I'm doing well. I went to a zoo over the weekend, and I'm feeling great about it because first of all, I love zoos. I love to go to the zoo. But then I learned so many animal facts. And also I saw a bear climb a tree. Have you ever seen a bear climb a tree? It's insane. They just grab onto that thing and just climb it. It was, oh my gosh, it was so cool. Like I mentioned it earlier in stream, but I do have to come back around to bear climbing tree. So epic. It really just okay, cause the bear had been, you know, like kind of walked around. It was a pretty active bear. Was pacing, you know, doing some stuff, bothering his bud, being like, hey, I'm gonna bother his friend. It's like, no, don't bother me. I'm gonna bite you a little bit. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go over here now. You know, I'm gonna bite you just a little bit. You know, like silly, goofy, and you know, silly bear stuff. Like, oh, alright, you guys are so goofy. So he was wandering around trying to find something to do, and he like walked up to this tree, and he kind of like grabbed onto it a little bit, and I went, oh, hello, hey, oh, hey, bud, you know, grabbing the tree, me when I'm a tree hugger. And then he like walked away a little bit, went and bothered his friend again, you know, I'm gonna bite you. No, I'm gonna bite you. And then was like, oh, no, and then he did it again, came to the tree, was like, ooh, maybe, and we're like, ah, yeah, bear mode. And then he came back and he's just like, well, I think I just climb a tree now. And he just started climbing the tree. He just got in the tree and he started climbing. And he went up. He seriously went up like 40 feet. Like, I'm not kidding. The bear, the tree at ground level was maybe about like 20 to 30 feet below where the viewing platform that I stood on was. And then and then the bear climbed up to taller than we were, higher than we were technically. The bear went up. The bear went all the way up, and it's like, okay, I know it's natural behavior. I know that the zoo would not give the bears trees to climb if they thought that it would be dangerous for them. And while the bear was on the trunk of the tree, it felt pretty chill. You know, the bear's got strong claws, you know, strong arms and stuff. That the bear can go on the tree, it's fine. But the bear started going into like the branches a little bit. And it was like, well, maybe what if I just go in those branches a bit? And that's when it got scary. Legitimately, I had to be like, maybe we hang around until the bear gets out of the tree, because again, the zoo is not gonna give the bear a tree if it's dangerous. But also, I might not have trusted my weight to some of those branches, and the bear was just going on him. The bear was just like, oh well, I think we hang out on the branch now. And it wasn't necessarily like doing anything up in the tree. It wasn't like looking for anything, although it did look at me, which was an alarming experience. Because you know, I feel like we see bears in like media and stuff, or sometimes Ireland zoos and things, but they're just creatures, you know, they're just doing their things. But no, the bear strip made like eye contact. I was like, whoa, I've been perceived by the bear. Not that I think the bear's gonna like come after me or anything. Again, zoo, it's pretty safe. I wasn't breaking any rules or anything, and the enclosure seemed safe, so it's not like I was concerned about the bear like seeing me and getting aggroed or anything. But no, it was we looked at each other, me and the bear. Big teddy bear, yeah, it was. Aw, bears are so delightful. They are caniforms, which means that they are like dog-shaped carnivoran. Yeah, carnivorans is how that word is pronounced. And it's funky because you might not think about it in your day-to-day life, but actually looking at a bear, yeah, they're so dog-shaped. Not that they look exactly like dogs, so there's, you know, a lot of very key differences, but oh man, they are dog-shaped. Really, the shape of that bear is dog. Just the way that like their faces are formed, and like the way they look at you, very much dog-shaped animal, which was really funny. So again, I'm just there, like, making eye contact with this bear, and then suddenly it's like, oh, that looks like my dog. Oh, that looks like Callie. Which was a really funny experience to just be like, oh, they were not kidding. Caniformia, dog-shaped carnivore. So true about that. Why not friend if friend-shaped? Yeah, also that. Straight up, that's so messed up. Bears look like they should be they're so friend-shaped. They're so round and fluffy, and later at the zoo I saw a polar bear get out of the water and it shook and just its little rump all covered with water. They're so shaped. They're so shaped, and they are dangerous megafauna. I can't believe this. I can't believe they would do this to me in particular. To me personally, they would make bears friend-shaped but not friends. Well, alright, thank you for bringing frogs. Very cool. I will get that for you. But just bears are so neat, and I saw one climb a tree. Like, how cool is that? Let's get those frogs in here. Hey, frogs are brought to you today by Arne666 and frogs. I'm gonna drink some water while I do this because I have not been hydrating properly. More frog. More frog, please, and thank you. Saw some frogs too at the zoo. That was neat. I really enjoy frogs. Talked about the native species of frog to the area that the zoo was in. It was so cool. It was a really good zoo, chat. It was a really solid zoo. A great zoo experience. I quite enjoyed myself. It was a good zoo, Brant. That's all I'm saying. Oh, these frogs are going. Frogs are popping off. In fact, I have the hiccups. No, I don't think I have the hiccups anymore. I think I mentioned that they disappeared. Thank you, Arne, for the frogs. I just think it's so important to go to zoos. And like just think about the world, if nothing else. Just think about how many beautiful creatures exist on this earth. And also to learn about the beautiful creatures that exist on this earth. That's another very important function of zoos, is to learn things. Always welcome? Like at the zoo I learned that there are multiple types of flamingo. Because I was looking at some flamingos and I said, hey, wait a second, those flamingos are shorter than the other flamingos. Is that like, is that they are young flamingos? There's something going on there. And then I looked at the plaque at the zoo. It was like, nope, there are greater and lesser flamingos. And the lesser flamingos were shorter than the greater flamingos. And I feel enlightened. I feel like I've learned important information, which is that there are greater and lesser flamingos. Oh gosh, I love this chat that we're having. I love talking about the zoo. It was such a good time. But I do unfortunately think I need to go now. It is I have to go teach the children improv. The children yearn for the improv, and I am their source of it. So thank you everyone for coming to this stream today. I hope you had a good time. I love animals so much, and thank you for letting me ramble about animals for so long. It was a good time. I quite enjoyed that. I will be back tomorrow. I'm currently streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good night and sleep well. Yeah, thank you. You as well. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Go do something cool, like find another cool streamer to watch, or do something great in your IRL life. Everyone, yeah, get some good sleep. Drink some water, take your meds if you need them. I love you guys lots, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.